Alright guys, let me know how it sounds as per usual. Alright, Michael, thank you for the 5x5. If that's in fact real. Truthful Troll, thank you for the 5x5. Haven't seen you in a while. At least I haven't noticed you on. But thank you for joining us tonight. Loretta, Catgirl, Ozark Prepper, Flown Grown, Paul, thank you for the 5x5. Cheryl, the Ozark Negro, that's my favorite one, by the way. Thank you to 5x5. Elaine, Loretta, Krista, Angel, Jessica, Zizzard, Joe. Thank you to 5x5. Todd, U-Haul, RM Life, Maria, Lazarus, Joseph. Thank you for 5x5. Hot Rod, Dobie, Rebecca, Crow, Southern Pearl. Thank you for 5x5. Tony, Michael, Master Blaster. Nice one. Thank you to 5x5. PM Stacker, Gene, Patrice, Scarlett, Water Tiger, WTC, Adriana, and Jessica. Thank you to 5x5. Jan, Beef and Chicken, Edward, Ali, sorry. Blob, thank you to 5x5. Eric, Nancy, Harold, Truthful Warrior, Callista, Helldog, Villain, Max, John, Thunder, thank you for the 5x5. David, Chris, Kaya, thank you for the donation. Thank you for the 5x5. Shannon, David, thank you for the 5x5. Thelma, Frank, Single Dad, Muddy, Hope, John, JD, thank you for the 5x5. All right, guys, and Krista, thank you for the fight by fight. So, guys, this 2024 election is out of control. It was out of control as soon as Trump announced he was running again. And then Biden said, oh, ice cream, I'm running again. And you were like, oh shit, all right, this is going to be interesting. But this is far beyond interesting. This, interesting is not even in the vocabulary at this point. This is one hell of a freak show, shit show, whatever you want to call it. This is bad. Baraki, what's going on, man? Oh, Bakari, what's going on? Haven't seen you in a while either. But, yo, this is crazy. I mean, crazy. Biden dropping out of the race. Trump getting shot at. I'm like, yo. And it could only get better or worse depending on how you look at it from here on. It's only going in one direction. It's called Shit Showville. This is getting exciting. I'm a little excited as the days go past, but I'm also like, how much worse can this get? And this can get a hell of a lot worse. Now, there are some theories that I'm working on, and again, these are mine, not I'm not hearing anything. And then there are some that I'm actually paying attention to. So, as the days go by, we shall see. Now, there are some people trying to make the connection with the cyber attack and him leaving the race. In the back of my head, there was in the back of my head, it was like a quick pop, a fleeting thought. Does this have to do with him leaving? Is something bigger in regards to this attack bigger? Now, some people are like, that's not an attack. It was bad programming. It was not bad programming. I don't care what you tell me. Bad programming doesn't do that, and bad programming doesn't have flight control tell people to stay in the air until we figure this out. This is something a lot worse. And then anyway, that being said, a few days later, he leaves the office. That means, it could be a coincidence, which a lot of us don't believe in. This could be a huge coincidence, or this could mean something else on a grand scale in regards to a cyber attack could be coming. And he doesn't have the capacity to handle it. Lazarus thinks the same thing. Listen, I wholeheartedly believe it was a cyber attack. Yeah, I forgot to say hello to the FBI. If you guys are watching, what's up? Anyway, but yeah, guys, this is getting really, really interesting. This is almost like getting a popcorn out every day and just waiting to see what happens. Because, him bowing out, and again, not a surprise. A lot of us saw this coming. A lot of us said that I thought he was going to do it by Saturday or Monday. He did it on a Sunday. So, close, no cigar. Right? But this, guys, I don't know. I really don't know. Is the correct one. Your first reaction is usually the correct one. Prepper G. Yeah, you're right. I agree. But again, what I'm thinking is just not. Again, you guys have been hearing me say this for months now, if not a year or a little bit, that I just don't have a good feeling. I just don't. And if it gets as bad as I think it's going to get, a shit show is an understatement. It really is. But anyway, a couple of the theories I'm working on, and again, this is me coming to my conclusions of what I'm seeing. I don't have any information. No one's telling me anything. So be easy, you guys. You know who I'm talking about. Anyway, we have Kamala Harris, guys. I don't know why I keep calling her Harrison. Kamala Harris looking to, she's probably going to become president, I would think, in the next couple of weeks, I think. Could Biden hold off for the next few months until inauguration? I think he can, as long as they keep him indoors, out of the sight of cameras. They definitely could. Truthful Troll, man, thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I definitely can see that happening. But if he can't, and here was the other problem. When he announced today that he was leaving the race, they followed it up by saying, oh, later this week he'll address the nation. When you make something like this, guys, when you're making a decision like this, a decision this big, you address the nation at the moment you announce you're stepping down for the election. It's like speech 101. When something big goes on, you address it as it happens. You don't go, hey, by the way, I'm leaving the race. Good luck, and then I'll talk to you guys later this week. What are we, family? I'll talk to you later this week. You state it as you state the speech as you state your announcement. When you sit there and go, oh, by the way, I'm leaving the race, and this is why. And then you talk about all the bullshit that you have to talk about. Now, Obama made a statement. If I could throw a fucking sneaker at him, I would. But he said that Biden is a patriot beyond others. The wording was like, what? Who the fuck says that? He was a patriot above all, or something like that. Some crazy nonsense. And I was like, yo, I got to get the exact quote, because I couldn't believe it. And I almost choked on my coffee when he said it. I was just like, who the fuck says that? Like, a patriot above all are the troops that are serving this country. Good, bad, or indifferent. These guys went out there to serve this country, blown up, shot, suffering mental instabilities and or psych issues. Those are above and beyond and super heroes and things like that. Not Biden, who was licking ice cream off a plate glass window. I was just like, come on, man. Like, who says that shit? Let's see, hold on. Obama on Biden leaving race. It was some crazy shit. What was the quote? Of course, I can't find it now. And I'll find it when this is over. But I know he was pushing. And I think Obama has something to do with Biden leaving. I mean, obviously, the Obama quote on Biden leaving. A testament to Joe Biden's love of the country that was... Oh, patriot of the highest order. That's what he said. That's what he said. He's a patriot. Patriot of the highest order are military men and women that serve this country. Those are patriots of the highest order. And mainly combat vets. Guys who were in the middle of the shit getting shot at for our bullshit. For the purple hair freaks and the people who can't decide on their sex. That is patriot of the highest order. Not a man who doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And listen, I hate to say this, and I'm going to catch flack for saying this, but if any president is patriot of the highest order, I hate that I'm saying this. I actually want to punch myself and kick myself in the face at the same time. But it would be Trump. Somebody who's actually done more than most presidents combined. That's a patriot of the highest order. And I hate saying that because I feel the knot in my neck fucking balling up for even thinking that. But that would be, that title or sentence or phrase would belong to Trump. If anyone, maybe even Kennedy, if we want, or Reagan, if you want to go back that far, maybe. But definitely not Biden of the highest order. You know what a patriot of high, like, that's somebody who gives their life for this country. That's a patriot of the highest order. A person who gives their life for this country. My God, man. Really. When I saw that, I was like, what the fuck? Almost choked on my coffee. I almost passed out. I thought I had a headache. I thought I was ready to just stroke out. I've never seen somebody make a statement like that to somebody who did nothing but wreck the country. He wrecked it. We're toast because of him. And he's a patriot of the highest orders. Oh my God. I just couldn't believe it. Master Blaster, you're probably right. Yo, Master Blaster, you have to come on the Angry Film Critic live streams. With that name, you have to, man. Especially when we talk about Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome. Which, by the way, guys, next week, the Angry Film Critic is doing its official first live stream. The first live stream was the test live stream, but I'm going to have an official live stream next week, and we're just going to shoot the shit about what to do with the channel. I have some ideas, but I could use some more. So that'll be next week, Wednesday. Or rather, sorry, this week, Wednesday. This Wednesday coming up. We're going to have a Angry Film Critic live stream and talking about, and we're probably going to dive into some movies. I think my first live stream on movies, 80s movies, are probably going to be prepper related, just because it's a little easier to get out of the way. We're going to break them down into genres as well. So we'll talk about dramas. We'll talk about comedies, different nights. You know, not on the same night, obviously. But I am Soup. Who runs Bartertown? Yeah, I'm really excited about the movie channel, just because we need fun. We have to have some fun, guys. This bullshit that's going on, we gotta have some fun, and we gotta have some fun before they throw me away in the clink. Because the way shit's going and how they're locking up people based on free speech, I could absolutely be next. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna back off either. They could lick my dick the long way, right? So anyway, we're definitely going to have some good fun. And again, guys, when we do the movie channel, we are not going to talk politics at all. Don't even bring it up. Don't bring up the 2024 elections. Don't bring up Biden. Even if Biden dies or Trump dies in the middle of a live stream on the Angry Film Critic, I don't want to fucking hear it. I do not care. I don't care if somebody gets blown up. Don't give a shit. We focus on movies and having fun, and then when I come off of it, then we'll address whatever the fuck it is. Gonna do Breaking 2, The Electric Boogaloo. My God. Yeah, we're going to do that one. But, man. Seriously, man. Holy shit. That is such a bad movie. Guys, every time I look at scenes so that I can get more information on the movie, and I look at scenes, I constantly wonder how stupid I was as a child. Thinking that movie was the shit. Thinking when they met with the bad guys and they were under the bridge and they were ready to fight, and the two other dancers got in the car and they were like this. And they're all waiting to fucking, like, battle each other. And that was fighting. They were, like, you know, popping, lock. I'm like, oh, God. That was horrible. And then, wasn't it Kelly, the little white girl, doing her ballet dances and shit? Pirouettes. They're like, oh, my God, look at her. That was such a bad movie. Bad. The white girl coming in with her fucking little dance bullshit. I was like, get the fuck bent. Seriously. Put that bitch back in the fucking suburbs. Get her the fuck out of here. Ozone and Turbo. Yeah. Yo. And the names, man. And the fucking names. Holy shit, man. I'm sorry. Joe F. Excuse me. It's just a fucking bad movie. Holy nightmares. But anyway. So, 3 prevailing theories that I have. My personal ones. I hope I am off fucking base on all 3 of them. I hope I'm way the fuck off base. But Kamala Harris being president is one of them, and her becoming president. So here's the order of things. She becomes president because Biden steps down. Because more and more people are going to call for him to step down because he stepped out of the race. Because he just can't handle it. He isn't fit enough at this current moment, nor will he ever be. So he will step down as president of the United States. Kamala Harris will take over. There will be a grand event of some kind. And again, the grand event that I told you about, that's the scary one. That will scare, shock, and awe the world. And then with that, martial law in place, right? The emergency something or another that cancels the election and has military take over the United States. Now, do we have enough military to do this? No. But you have enough military to take over major cities when you activate the National Guards. And that's if a lot of National Guardsmen even take part in this. But there is that. You can also possibly have a military coup if that goes down. If something like that goes down and you have National Guards, Marines, Army splitting 50-50, we can actually see some kind of civil war if it goes down that way. Now, the grand scale thing that I'm talking about, again, I talk about that not lightly. I think that if it does happen, this country is going to see something it hasn't seen since the Civil War. And it's going to be a hell of a lot worse than that. A lot more scarier. And then you have foreign influences. I like to see where that's going to go, but we have, and worrying about right now, China and Russia taking this opportunity to inflict more pain. That is having another all-out cyber attack, which can also take place before the election as well, shutting that down. There are too many things that can go down. Way too many things. Villain, man, thank you for the donation. Ironically, he goes, ironically, this year can be made into a movie. What would we call it? The shit show. Right? Biden versus Trump, or Trump versus Biden. The ultimate patriot versus the, what was it? The highest, the patriot, the highest order? Who knows? Frickin' frack. Bohemian Shenanigans. I like that one. That's a good one. Bohemian Shenanigans. So many ways. Angel was like, I don't want Kamala Harris to be president for 1 second. Nobody wants to. That's why I think the Democrats are having a hard time right now. They don't listen. When Kamala Harris speaks, it's like she's speaking in code to aliens. Because the thing she says, like, what is that fucking phrase that she uses that I cannot stand? My buddy was asking about it, and I said, I don't know, something stupid and gay. What is that phrase she says? To see what can be unburdened by what has been. And a lot of people saying that that phrase is a Marxist Luciferian phrase, right? And she says phrases like that. And she's like, and then the sun came out when the moon was half arised as the rainbow met the sky. You're like, what the fuck? We're talking about China and their bullshit. She goes, I know. But when you have dim sum young, sometimes you're hungry and there's a never-ending bottom pit in your stomach. You're like, why is she talking in codes? She's the worst. And she does this with a smile on her face, and she knows what she's saying, but I don't understand what she's saying. It's like she's talking fucking Latin or something. But she's not. So clearly, guys, her being president, that's not a good idea. Because she's going to be speaking like this to world leaders. She's going to be like, and then the sun will rise and the moon will set. You're like, why did she say that? She said it for no reason. Like, she is horrible. Horrible speaker. And if she gets the presidency, which I think she will, only for a short time, and I know people don't want it, I think she'll get it. And when she does, that speech is going to be a horrendous but historical speech. Because it's going to be bad. It's going to be horrendously bad. But yeah, guys, this is getting exciting. One part is getting exciting. I know some people are not as excited because they see a different writing on the wall, and I see that same writing on the wall. I definitely see something not good headed this way. Excuse me. I definitely see something not good headed this way, and that not good can turn into a fucking very big shit show. Her code phrases. Yes, Sway, we are. But yeah, this is very, very, very interesting. Again, I think this is going to be a historical year for elections. When people talk about elections, they'll go 2024. People like, that was insane. This election so far is a historical year. Period. I don't think there's any other year that's going to be 2024. At least not yet. At least not in the near future. But this one's by far the craziest order. She would have executive order powers. Yeah, that's the thing. And she could lock a lot of people up. Oh, that little black Negro in NYC, lock him up. That old man down in Tennessee, lock him up, you know? Fucking that guy with the porn mustache, lock his ass up too, just because. Yo, locking us all up. And then throwing away the key. I could use fucking some structure. I wouldn't mind. For a little while. Skull Guy's like, why are you cussing? Because this is, Skull Guy's new. Because that's what this channel does. We curse. That's what we does. Anyway, that's what we do on this channel. We curse. Lock him up, right? Lock up the guy in West Virginia. Yeah, the nursing dude. Lock his ass up, you know? Yo, and then that's what they're going to do. They're going to go right down the fucking line. They're visiting too many people that are not doing the wrong things. That's the crazy shit. Guys, people don't understand this. You had the FBI knock on our doors to tell us if we knew anything. You got kids, as we speak, traveling up and down 95, 80, whatever fucking major highway. You got kids in a trunk, in the backseat of a car, under the backseat of the car, traveling back and forth. And they're worried about us. You got MS-13 growing at an alarming rate. You got Trans de Gargua. You got them growing at an alarming rate. You got migrants jumping the border like it was okay, because it is. Villain, again, thank you for the donation. And they're worried about the things we are saying. National security. There's no national security here. There's none. The national security is the amount of people coming across the border that can do some serious shit, because we're missing the bigger picture. We're missing the bigger targets that are coming across that border. But they're worried about what we're saying. Those two people, I hope, are on overtime, because I'm just an overtime guy. Everybody should be on overtime. I hope they were on overtime when they did this shit, at the very least. But they're wasting taxpayers' dollars doing this shit. You got people robbing stores and robbing old ladies and raping women and punching old people in the face and peeing on the sidewalks, shooting up drugs in front of schools. And these two guys, the FBI, are knocking on everybody's doors, wasting everybody's time. Now I was a little entertained, but again, the longer it goes by, the more it goes by, the more I start thinking about it, the more annoyed I get with it, because I'm just like, there are serious problems out here. There are missing kids. And they're worried about some shit that I might have read on YouTube. That YouTube squares away before I even get a chance to see it. If it's ever said. And a lot of you guys are on here, and a lot of you guys don't see those comments. So I just find it interesting that they waste people's money. They waste our time when they could be focusing that energy on stopping 1,000,001 different things. Now, a terror attack, that's real. That can absolutely happen now, especially during the changing of the guards. And that would be, that would be the best time to false flag everything during the changing of the guards. They're like, oh, wait, what's going on? Set it off. While they're putting Biden into an old age home and Kamala Harris is walking out of the whorehouse, wiping the cum off her face, let's do some shit right now. All right? That's what's going on. That's what would go on, and that's when you would deploy an attack at that moment. You get people caught off guard. She's trying to get her hair her blouse straightened out because she just fucking blew 12 dudes in a room somewhere. And Biden is worried about what flavor ice cream he's going to get at 7 o'clock. And the Russians are like, and the Chinese are like, now. Now, obviously, they're not going to do anything grand like lob missiles, but they're definitely going to hit our infrastructure again. Look how, and like this whole cyber attack thing is still going on. Planes are still affected by Delta, United, and American Airlines. That shit is still circulating. And Delta made it easy for me to get my money back, which was a change. I was able to fucking get the refund back with no problems. So now I'm just waiting for the car rental place. But anyway, still. That's how they would attack us again, and I think they would go full boat. They would just drop the hammer and start shutting everything down. I think, guys, the Chinese, maybe even Russians, have a code in all of our systems already. And that code, guys, that they set off to throw this country into a tizzy. Falcon, she's back home. I drove her back home yesterday. Maverick, thank you for the... And that's not my son, Maverick. That's another guy, Maverick. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. But a lot of people are like, goodbye Biden. Like, what, like him leaving, I wasn't like happy. I wasn't sad. I was just like, this is going to get interesting. I'm looking at this from a different light. That's all. Someone's asking, do you rinse brown rice? I never did. I never rinsed brown rice. But Beef and Chicken's asking, do you rinse brown rice? I don't. But if any of you guys want to answer his question, you can. Bella Bear, that's actually a good that's a good statement. She said it has taken people's mind off the bullet to the ear. Right, so now people are not talking about it. Everybody's talking about Biden leaving the race. And around the world they're talking about it. Around the world. Everybody's talking right now. Fucking Putin is probably laughing. China is probably fucking, China-ing. Other nations are like, we saw this coming. Other nations are shocked. I don't know why you would be shocked, but whatever. Angelwood said, yes, rinse brown rice. Is there a reason why? Because I don't rinse any of my rice. I just make it. There is rice that you're supposed to rinse, but I don't rinse it. Is it the colorful one? I forgot the name of that one. How does it feel to be sitting close to the front row of political theater? I don't know. I don't know what you mean by that. Parole. Kamala past menopause. I don't know. I don't fuck. Why don't you ask her? I don't know if she's past menopause. Someone's asking, why do you rinse brown rice and not white rice? But anyway, guys, so back to the whole Kamala being president. The military takeover, that was someone was questioning that. Not saying, guys, not saying because they think it's going to happen, but that was just a good, when I saw that, I was like, that's actually interesting, right? So once that kicked in, once the person asked that question, the wheels in my head started turning. Bifford, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. The wheels in my head started turning, and I was like, shit, could they actually have a military coup if Kamala Harris becomes president and starts dropping the hammer with her executive orders? Could another part of the military or military men be like, yo, we're not going to let this go down, and start clashing and try to take over like they did in that movie, Civil War, right? It seems like, guys, we're living in a movie. Just all the shit that's going on. It seems like this is one big fucking movie. How old is Kamala? Catgirl's asking. I don't know. She's got to be in her 50s, early 50s, if that. Late 40s, early 50s, but I don't know. Oh, clearly Jason hasn't learned anything from George Carlin. I was just listening to George Carlin the other day, and he was on the money with a lot of shit, and we're seeing it now. Shore Skeptic, thank you for the donation. Shore Skeptic, that would be interesting. He states he has a feeling they're going to nominate Stacey Abrams. But here's the problem, guys. It doesn't matter who they nominate. It doesn't. I said this in a video I just recorded an hour ago. It doesn't matter who they nominate. They cannot win against Trump. They can't. Viking Prepper said she's 59. She looks good for 59. I hate to say it. She doesn't look 59. If I had to guess, I would have thought early 50s. No shit. All right, whatever. But someone said 54, 59. That makes her a boomer. Does it? I guess it does. Yeah. Stacey Aida. Yeah, I can't see them nominating her, though. That is an interesting comment, though. But I really can't see them nominating her. She's too far left. I mean, she's far gone for them to nominate her. Because you can't... whoever they nominate has to be a middle-standing Democrat. Someone who looks at AOC and them and go, yo, you guys are fucking crazy. But some of them who looks at the right and go, you guys are crazy too. It has to be a middle-standing Democrat. You cannot have a far left-leaning Democrat. They won't have a... First of all, no one's going to have a shot. But at least give them a fighting chance. They can't be a far left-leaning Democrat. Or they're toast. You can't have an AOC or the Somalian chick there. You know, you can't have those people there. The Democrats' chance at the White House is gone. If they get into the White House, that means something happened. Something else happened. There was an executive order, the executive power structure shift. There was something that went down that shouldn't have gone down. They gained control and they kept themselves in power. That is the only way that happens, right? Or they do the grand steal. I'm talking about the long steal. The steal that it was so obvious, even other countries would call it out. And I don't think they can risk that this time. They definitely can't. Harris is 59. She'll be 60 in October. All right. Anarchist. The Antichrist for president. I don't know who that is. And yo, the shit that people are buying with Trump, they're like, he's going to destroy America when he gets back in the office. You said that shit 4 years ago. 8 years ago. Sorry, wait. 4 years? Yeah, 8 years ago when he first ran. You guys said that. If he wins, he's going to destroy America. And Biden got into office, and man, did he take a wrecking ball to this place. Holy shit, man. What's going on, Christian Prepper? Thank you for joining us. And I got to get to my Yahoo account and find your email. But I know I asked you to email me, and I know you emailed me, and I just got to get back to it. So I apologize for the late response. But yeah, it's over. There's no way. There's no way. And people are like, well, what about Michelle Obama? They can't with Michelle Obama. They can't. Because Michelle Obama's dick's going to fall out of her fucking dress. And people are going to be like, oh, they're going to be all fucking shocked. And shit like, what is that? You know? And yes, guys, and for some of you that are like, she's not, that's a fucking dude. Those big-ass hands and that big-ass neck, wide shoulders like mine. Well, not like mine, but, you know, wide shoulders. That's a big bitch. And I'm telling you, those kids are not hers. Not her kids. Hashtag not her kids. Those are not her kids. And she did the dick shift thing. I'm telling you, that's a dude. I don't know a chick that does that dick shift move. And being called Mike twice by your husband. It's a dude. Dude looks like a lady, right? Aerosmith. So yeah, and they can't. And plus, she doesn't want to run. She said she didn't want to run, but I think she doesn't want to run because that will come out. She runs for president, the dick will be flopped out on the table. So yeah, let's skip that one. But it would also give Obama a second chance at running the country from the back seat, if you will. 7% gas. Someone's like, what's the dick shift? Don't. It's a guy thing. Every guy can identify it. There's a video of her doing it. Every guy who looks at that video goes, automatically identifies that move. Maverick's like Kamala and Hillary. Imagine that, 2024. That would be a nightmare. A nightmare. Finkel is Ihorn. I mean, it would be a nightmare just in the announcement. They're not going to win. They can't. They can't win, but third chance. Sorry about that. Yeah, third chance. You're right. Creamy and Adriana. It's a third chance. Gunslinger. Thank you. Gunslinger said it. Big Mike dancing on Ellen's show. We know what that is. We know what that looks like. I don't know. I don't know what Obama endgame is, but it ain't good. And supposedly, guys, the Secret Service director, because I just got a notification, might be stepping down tomorrow. Not that it does anything. What's done is done. It's not going to make me feel any better. I'm not going to gain or lose any sleep over it. But yeah. But anyway, guys, while you guys are here, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up or the thumbs down. That helps out with the channel. Also, again, guys, I have the Angry Film Critic channel. I started that this week, I think, or last week, rather. Sorry. That's just going to be a fun channel. That's all. Fun times. Talking about shitty movies and their shitty special effects from the 80s and 90s. And I think we're going to start talking about newer movies as well, because some of you guys are asking for reviews on like newer movies. So we'll probably do that as well. But I want to stay more 80s and 90s based, late 70s as well. Because there was a couple good late 70s movies that came out, like Crawl, which I think was 1978 or 79. Laser Blaster, which was 77 or 78. Might have been 78. And Laser Blaster was my father's favorite movie. Excalibur, my father's favorite movie. And what was the one with the helicopter and Roy Schneider? Thunderbird or Thunderhawk? Thunderfire? Fire Thunder? Thunderbird. You guys know which one. The one with the helicopter and Roy Schneider. That was his favorite movie as well. So we're definitely going to do those movies as well in honor of him. 50s movies? No. Oh, Brat Pack movies? And I'm going to watch the Brat Pack documentary that's on to get some more information about them. But supposedly, I would love for them to get back into a movie together. That would be fucking cool, man. Really, really cool to see the Brat Pack do a movie together. Blade Runner. Definitely Blade Runner. My father loved Airwolf. No, Blue Thunder. Thank you, Jason. That's what it was. Blue Thunder. With Roy Schneider. My father also liked Blade Runner. He was a huge fan of it. Very good, Christian Prepper. Yeah, we'll look at the email as soon as I'm done with that. Blue Thunder. Right, Airwolf. I liked Airwolf. That was a TV show. And then there was, what was it, Nighthawk? Was it Nighthawk or Street Hawk? The motorcycle that was like zooming through the street at high speeds. That was a good TV show too. It was only like 1 or 2 seasons. Furman, thank you for the donation. Appreciate it. So, yes, guy, thumbs up or thumbs down. Whatever floats your boat. If you don't like the cursing, thumbs down. If you like the cursing, thumbs up. If you like the fact that Biden announced he's leaving the race, thumbs up. If you are sad, thumbs down. Airborne. Paul F. Airborne, the rollerblading movie. There's that. That movie is still pretty decent. Prairie of the Roller Boys is super, super gay. Super gay. And I liked that movie when I was younger. I was like, oh man, it's a cool movie with the trench coats and rollerblading and the rollerblading in sync. Gay. Nighthawk. That's what it was. Gleam in the Cube. Awesome shit. Street Hawk, right? That's what it was, Lazarus. Right, the motorcycle. I had the toy too. You know, you pull it and you thought that the toy was going to go as fast as a fucking TV show. Nope. Motherfucker thing was like, not as fast as a fucking TV show. And back then, man, every TV show or almost every TV show had a toy with it. A toy attached to it. It's fucking cool. Now they don't. Solar Babies. That we're definitely talking about that. We're going to talk about a pre-apocalyptic movie. What one movie, guys, came out in the 80s was a pre-apocalyptic movie. Let's see how good you guys are with this one. I shouldn't be asking that question on here, but fuck it. I watched it last night and I was like, I wonder if people know the answer to that one. Chud was a good movie. Chud was bad, but it was good. Sort of like Sharknado. Shaun of the Dead. Yes, I am. Especially when it comes to movie. Flight of the Navigator. The Truth Warrior. Bingo. Terminator. Well, Red Dawn, not so much, because it was an apocalyptic movie. They were in the middle of the end of America. But pre-apocalyptic is Terminator. That was the movie that set off the apocalyptic scenario for Terminator. For the next Terminators that followed, actually. The Day After, it's a good movie. Escape from New York, not pre-apocalyptic. Yeah, Terminator. At this point. Mr. Fister, yeah, exactly. Politics. So the only time politics might be brought up is when we talk about certain movies like Flight 93, which was complete horseshit. That movie, I had to watch it so I can hate it some more, because that was not what went down. That was a fucking bogus movie. It was the worst fake nonsense shit movie I've ever seen, because it was all a lie. And they sold people that was the truth. I Come in Peace, Star Fury. That was my favorite movie. Those two giant dudes running through the fucking city with that gun. What was it, a Calico, right? That was the actual gun that they used in the movie. If a gun shot like that, woo! Talk about having fun. Holy shit. Can you dig it? Yo. Alright, so the Wednesday's grand opening of the Angry Film Critic channel, we're going to talk about this and name movies. And we're probably going to have trivia. Now, with the trivia nights, guys, trivia nights, there will be prizes. So keep that in mind. But they won't be much, but hopefully there's something, right? There won't be much, but they will be Amazon gift cards, because those are easier for me to get to you guys than anything else. So, that would Green Mile. Yeah, because like trivia night, I think would be fucking fun. That would be really... That shit is going to test everybody's skills. Now, there's certain guys that I would hope don't play because they're really fucking good and you guys know who you are. Christian Prepper being one of those guys. He's really good with his fucking movies. And what's his name? That name Terminator, the first one. He's pretty good. He's pretty good with the fucking movies. So I will hope you guys. This is like prizes. Well then, but Pauly Shore is dead. Is he dead? Or because did he die too? I Come in Peace. Ghostbusters. You know that there was something interesting with Ghostbusters I learned today. Ernie Hudson, who played Winston, I forgot his last name in the movie. He auditioned for the voice of the cartoon Ghostbusters, and the director of the cartoon Ghostbusters told him no because he didn't sound like Winston enough. The guy who played Winston in the movie auditioned for his voice to be used in the Ghostbusters cartoon, and they told him no, he didn't sound Winston enough. I was like, get out of here. I choke at trivia every time. Yeah, I'm going to try to find a better system because I know that there's a way where I can get everybody to answer equally. Or maybe I have to bring people on. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but because I know that sometimes people's internet lags, and even when you answer first, your answer could come out number 3. So there is that to consider. So I'm like I said, I'll see how I can work it, but or get you guys on here, do 3-4 nights in a row, and then have you guys compete with each other on a live stream together. That would be cool. Punisher with Dolph Lundgren. Oh, the movie Pauly Shore's Dead, 2003. Okay, I thought he meant Pauly Shore's Dead. Yeah, Pauly Shore went through some shit, man. Like, I think he bit off more than he can chew, and his head blew up a little bigger than it should have. No, I've never seen that. Southern Comfort. Gunslinger. Never seen that movie. Kaya, thank you for the donation again. Holy shit, dude. There you go. Hellraiser. That was one of my favorite movies. By Dawn's Early Light. David, I just saw that probably 4 or 5 months ago. Still a good movie. RoboCop is a classic. Again, RoboCop, I took an ass whipping for it. And I'll tell the story on that ass whipping on that channel. But I took a beating for that one. Completely worth it. Completely worth it. It was worth the whipping. I remember getting a beating and go, still worth the fucking beating. And it hurt, but it was still worth it. Man with the One Red Shoe. I like that movie. The Burbs. Anything with Tom Hanks I liked. Back then, I still like movie. Tom Hanks' worst movie was Lady Killers. That was his worst fucking movie. I never seen Threads. I never seen that movie. Bossy Wife. So real quick before we go off the air, I am noticing a pattern I think I touched on it the other night. I noticed a pattern, guys, and there's a dangerous pattern with the arm ticket. And people are... So, depopulation, guys, is starting to look like something a little different. People are passing away. Streets of Fire, by the way, is an awesome fucking movie. I still watch that movie a million times over. But depopulation is looking like something else. Now, yes, there are people, guys, who are developing cancers out of nowhere. There is that. And we're watching a lot of people suddenly, all of us, suddenly develop that. But there's something else that I'm noticing, guys. In the last 3 months, I want to say 8 people took their own lives, took their souls off the radar, but done it in peculiar, weird ways, and in 2 cases, took out the family. 1 case did something with trolls on Reddit, and so now the family members of the wife who's now dead are getting their balls broken by trolls because she left their information on Reddit or something like that. Like, there's something going on, and I think the people who are offing themselves are in direct correlation with the arm ticket. I think people brains are being scrambled, fuck with, or whatever you want to look at it, however you want to look at it, by the arm ticket. I think the arm ticket is causing people, or the suicide rates to skyrocket. I think. I've never seen this amount of people off themselves. This last guy here in New York threw himself off and they're leaving like shitty notes, guys. Like, they're not like, I love you, and then off they went. They're leaving these fucked up letters. And that's how the news is reporting it. They're saying that they're leaving some fucking shit, some fucked up letters or video messages, and then they're offing themselves. I think we are watching another avenue of depopulation take hold, if that makes sense. And I don't like it. I don't like that direction it's going in. So I'm doing more research on it before I do the video, obviously. But this is extremely bad, because some of the people, guys, that are doing this are coming from nowhere, like out of nowhere with this. People are like, this was a good family. They never let on to this. And all of a sudden, off the building they go. Out of fucking nowhere they're seeing this. Now, yes, Vizard, they have already done the research, and they have said that the arm ticket causes psychosis issue and psychological issues, causing psychological issues, one of them being depression and some psychosis. I can't remember which one. I believe this is leading people to suddenly, like a light switch, though, and people are doing it in the worst way. Like the guy who offed himself in front of the Trump building. Right? That guy who offed himself, he burned himself alive. Like, that's a hard way to go, man. Hard way to go. Dousing yourself with gas, you do not go fast that way. And if you survive, you are in extreme, excruciating pain. And people are picking the most violent way possible to check out. So something is definitely up, without a doubt. Paul F. said EMS 7 suicides last year alone. And in my time in EMS, Paul F., I've never seen one person do it. Now, all of a sudden, this many people, cops are increasing every year. Firefighters increased, I think, by 1 or 2. Not many. But still, there's an alarming fucking problem going on, and no one's addressing it. Why do they do this to happy people? This is just, it's alarming. So RM Life said, my mom had all the arm tickets they thought she had brain cancer this year. Took a deeper look. She got a mass that's softening a part of her skull. No shit. They decided to postpone the surgery. That's not good. Softening the skull? That's weird. Firefly, yes, tremors, the big worms. Or Dune, depending on how you look at it. They had big worms in there too. Giant worms. Depression's on the rise. And that's the other thing too. So a lot of these psychoses are on the rise, right? Schizophrenia is on the rise. Depression, anxiety. And then people are like, well, anxiety, listen, I know I'm going to cross the line with a lot of people on this one, but anxiety can be treated on your own. You don't need meds. Anxiety is brought on by the person who overthinks, therefore, in turn, turns into a problem that can be solved. But a lot of people don't want to do that. So a lot of people are like, I suffer from anxiety. Don't say it like a badge of honor. Treat it. And you can treat it naturally without taking meds. You can treat 95% of the psychosis without meds, with the exception of like schizophrenia and shit like that. But a lot of the like anxiety, depressions, you can treat by changing your diet and taking certain vitamins. And then anything serious, well then yeah, that's a different ballgame altogether. But yeah, man, I'm watching a dangerous fucking trend, and I do not like it. I don't. So, with all of this going on, guys, things are going to get a lot more interesting, and things can get a lot scarier fast. We can absolutely end up in a place, guys, that we did not see coming. That's how fast this is moving, and that's how often shit is changing. Shit is changing at an alarming rate, fast, the speed of light. Again, a military takeover, I would not be surprised if we saw some shit like this happen later this year. I will not be surprised if something went off, Kamala Harris is president, drops the hammer, puts everybody on lockdown, or tries to put everybody on lockdown, because you're going to get pushback regardless. People are not going to go indoors unless they release something else. And they release that something else and use that to push us indoors and then start their nonsense for the long haul. There is that. There's 1,000,001 avenues you can go down. Yes, depression is more common in people with high IQs. I do believe there is a spiritual warfare going on, without a doubt, because I'm watching some evil shit going on. And this is just pure evil. And if it's pure evil, guys, that means good has to rise. Or the good have to rise. Something has to rise out of this. Something has to bring us out of this darkness. And I do think that it would be Jesus, but I think we have to bring ourselves collectively out of this. I don't think it's going to be solely dependent on one guy. But anyway, when is prepper version of bingo night? Prepper version of bingo night. I know a couple guys are doing that. I want to see how I could do that as well. I mean, you know, that's what I'm interested in. So, also, guys, I was thinking about doing t-shirts. I do not know, for the movie channel, I do not know how much trouble I can get into with doing certain things, right? So, like, you know, t-shirts like I Love Lamp, right? From Ron Burgundy. And then, what's his name? Rick, whatever his name is, said it. But I would just say, it would just say I Love Lamp, and then whatever his name was in the movie, and put his first initial in his last name, right? And then on one shirt for Romeo and Juliet, the Leonardo DiCaprio version, put Montague on one and Capulet on another shirt, right? And then like have it on the front. I don't know how much trouble I can get into doing that, but I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it until they tell me to cut the shit. All right, stupid shit like that. Like there's certain things I know I can't blatantly do, but I think there are phrases that I can get away with, and maybe make shirts out of that. I don't know. But yes, Welder USA said it best. Guys, all joking aside, all movie talk aside, keep prepping, keep moving in that direction, because things are going to get a whole hell of a lot interesting. I said earlier this year that this is going to be an interesting election season. A lot of us, not just me, sorry, a lot of us said this is going to be an interesting election season. And what are we seeing now, guys? We're seeing one hell of an election season year. One hell of a year. Things are only going to get worse. Or better, depends on how you look at it. But nonetheless, something big is going to happen. And if it doesn't, great. Absolutely great. But if it does, we all need to be prepared on what could possibly happen. So when it does happen, or rather if it does happen, we could tackle it ahead of schedule. Meaning, not sit there shock and awe for fucking 5 days and then figure out what to do. As soon as it goes down, you go into prepper mode and you attack. And you get things in order. You get things squared away, and you get them squared away fast. Flown groans like can their meat. I have to can more meat. I got to get my canner here, actually. Yeah, I got to bring my canner here and start canning like a madman. Today couldn't use plastic card because of the outage. Mira said couldn't use her plastic card because of the outage. So we're definitely going to have to start having cash on hand, guys. Things are going to get a whole hell of a lot worse in regards to that cyber attack shit. But we're going to see way worse in years to come. If not, by the end of the year, we're going to see some crazy shit involving that. There's something with that and the elections. I just, those two combinations, not good at all. Not good at all. But we shall see, guys, where this is going and what direction we are headed in, because it's not fucking good. She said today was cash only at stores. Adriana, it is not as bad as you think it is. I'll send you a link to the lady I followed, but it's not as bad as you think it is, man. It's really fucking simple. Get a bathtub bladder. David, oh yeah, what is it called? Shit, what's that bathtub bladder I was using? Water Bob. Water, capital B-O-B. Water Bob. They still have them on Amazon, or you can go to waterbob.com. You can go to there, and they'll send you, if they're still in business, they'll send you a bunch. But those are bathtub bladders. Pretty cool. Very, very cool to use. And Piney Patriot said stock up on ammo. Absolutely. Stock up on ammo, stock up on food, stock up on medical gear, especially medical gear. If you have anybody that's sick in the family, stock up on that as well. But yeah, guys, get squared away. Because things are only, I have 5 water bobs. Good. And the water bobs hold up to 100 gallons of water. So keep that in mind when you buy one. So, ceramic, steel. Tommy Gunn says ceramic or steel plate. I guess he's telling you guys ceramic or steel plate and not asking the question. Like I said, I can't get any firearms that I get out of this stupid city. Though they are allowing us to get handguns. I heard the hoops they're making you jump through for that permit is crazy. And during the apocalypse, guys, guess what's coming with me? My chair. If you see me driving down the road and you see a giant office chair strapped to the top, that's me. Me and my chair. The chair will probably be covered, to protect it from the weather and shit, but this chair is going to be taken care of. This chair goes when I go. We bug out, the chair goes. I did ammo 20 years ago. No shit. Nice. Anyway, guys, with that, I'm going to go off the air now and hit the hour mark. I have to edit some videos, or at the very least, go to sleep. I've been up 21 hours. By the time this is done, it'll be 23 hours. I got 1 hour of rest. Not sleep, rest. So, again, dog tired. You know how it goes. Other than that, guys, thank you for joining me today. Thank you for dealing with the bullshit. I will see you guys Tuesday for the doubleheader. Wednesday for the Angry Film Critic. Thursday for the doubleheader again. Busy ass week. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for dealing with me. Thank you for the donations. And I'll see you again later this week. Appreciate it.